The rain had already soaked through his clothes long before he reached the gates. It wasn't the cold that made his hands tremble, it was the silence. The kind of silence that feels like the world has forgotten you exist. Standing there in front of the decaying mansion, a place no one had stepped into for years, he tightened his grip on the worn leash in his hand. Beside him, his only companion, a loyal German shepherd with tired but watchful eyes, sat still, as if sensing that something in this moment mattered more than survival. This was all he had left. And somehow, it was also everything. Backhand index pointing right before we go further, if you believe in kindness, second chances, and stories that remind us of humanity, take a moment to like, comment, share, and subscribe. It truly helps keep stories like this alive. He had once been a man who operated in shadows, a highly trained Navy SEAL who had seen more war than most people could imagine. His name used to carry respect, even fear in some circles. But life after service had not been kind. The missions ended, but the battles didn't. They followed him home, creeping into his nights, tearing apart his days. The system he trusted slowly forgot him. Jobs came and went. Friends disappeared. And eventually, so did his home. All that remained was him, and the dog he had saved during his last deployment. The dog, whom he named Shadow, had been found trembling in a war-torn alley, ribs showing, eyes filled with both fear and hope. From that moment on, they became inseparable. Through every sleepless night on cold pavements, every empty stomach, every moment of despair, Shadow stayed. Now, standing before the crumbling estate, he wondered if this was some kind of cruel joke. A letter had found him days ago, passed from one shelter worker to another until it reached his hands. It spoke of an inheritance. A distant relative he barely remembered had passed away, leaving behind an old building. No money. No explanation. Just a location. And now here it was. The mansion stood like a ghost of forgotten wealth, its windows broken, its walls wrapped in creeping vines. The roof sagged in places, and the grand entrance doors hung slightly ajar, creaking with every whisper of wind. He stepped forward slowly. The ground beneath his boots cracked and shifted, puddles reflecting the hollow shell of what used to be a home. Shadow followed closely, ears alert, eyes scanning. Inside, the air was thick with dust and decay. The scent of damp wood and time lingered in every corner. Each step echoed loudly, as if the house itself was aware of their presence. Faded portraits lined the walls, their eyes watching silently, their stories long buried. He didn't expect much. Maybe a place to sleep. Maybe a roof that didn't leak, though judging by the stains above, that was already a lost hope. But as he moved deeper inside, something felt off. Not in a dangerous way. Not like the instincts that once saved his life in combat. This was different. It was a quiet pull. A whisper beneath the surface. Shadow suddenly stopped. The dog's body stiffened, his ears perked forward, and a low, cautious growl escaped his throat. He wasn't scared, but he was alert. The man followed his gaze. At the end of a long, dim hallway stood a door. Unlike everything else in the house, it looked untouched. No rot. No cracks. Just a solid wooden door with a faint metallic shine on its handle. It didn't belong. He approached carefully, every instinct telling him to stay sharp. His hand hovered over the knob for a moment before finally turning it. The door creaked open. And everything changed. Inside was not decay. Inside was preservation. The room was clean. Impossibly clean. Shelves lined the walls, filled with old documents, maps, and neatly organized files. A desk sat at the center, polished and untouched by time. A faint hum echoed from somewhere unseen, like electricity still flowed through hidden wires. He stepped in slowly, his heart beginning to race. On the desk lay a single envelope. His name was written on it. Not the name people called him now, not the shortened version or nickname, but his full name. The one he hadn't seen written out in years. His hands shook as he opened it. Inside was a letter. The handwriting was firm, deliberate. It spoke of secrets. Of hidden truths. Of a legacy far greater than an abandoned building. The relative who had left him this place had known about his life, his struggles, even his service. But what struck him most was one line. This house was never meant to be empty. It was waiting for someone strong enough to uncover what lies beneath. Beneath. He looked around the room again, this time more carefully. That faint hum, it was coming from below. The floor. He knelt down, running his fingers along the wooden panels until he felt it, a slight difference. A hidden seam. A concealed hatch. With effort, he pried it open. A staircase revealed itself, descending into darkness. Shadow moved closer, pressing against his side, ready. Together, they went down. The air below was cooler, sharper. The stairs led to a large underground chamber unlike anything he expected. It wasn't just a basement, it was a facility. Lights flickered on as they stepped inside, illuminating rows of equipment, locked storage units, and metallic containers. Screens along one wall blinked to life, displaying data, coordinates, and files. This wasn't just a house. It was a hidden operation. He moved forward, disbelief flooding his mind. Inside one of the open cases were supplies, medical kits, survival gear, and sealed envelopes marked with symbols he recognized from his past life. Government-level markings. Classified. But why here? Why him? As he searched further, the answer slowly revealed itself. His relative had not been an ordinary man. He had been part of something larger. Something hidden. A network that operated in silence, helping those who had been forgotten by the system. Veterans. Survivors. People who had nowhere else to go. This place was a safe haven. And now, it belonged to him. For the first time in years, something inside his chest shifted. Not pain. Not emptiness. Purpose. Days turned into weeks as he began to restore the place. It wasn't easy. The house above still needed work, and the underground facility required careful attention. But he wasn't alone anymore. Shadow stayed by his side, always watching, always protecting. Word slowly spread, not loudly, not publicly, but quietly, through the same unseen channels that once operated this place. One by one, people began to arrive. Broken. Lost. Just like he once was. And he helped them. Not as a soldier. Not as a man defined by his past. But as someone who understood. The mansion that once stood as a symbol of decay slowly transformed into something alive again. The broken windows were repaired. The walls were cleaned. The silence was replaced with quiet life. And beneath it all, the hidden facility continued its purpose, helping those who had nowhere else to go. One evening, as the sun dipped below the trees and golden light touched the worn steps of the mansion, he sat outside with Shadow by his side. The world hadn't changed. But his place in it had. He wasn't forgotten anymore. He had found something worth fighting for again. And maybe, just maybe, this was why he had survived everything. Backhand index pointing right. If this story touched your heart even a little, take a moment to like, share, and comment. Your support helps spread messages of hope and second chances. Speech balloon special request, comment second chance if you believe that no life is ever truly lost. As the wind moved gently through the trees and Shadow rested his head on his leg, he looked at the house one more time, not as a ruin, but as a beginning. Because sometimes, the things we think are broken beyond repair, are simply waiting for the right person to bring them back to life.